And welcome in to Knight Fieldhouse for Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind, Lone Peak and Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Dusty Lister with you. Two members of our Rewind Sports Network family, Lone Peak and Skyridge, doing battle tonight. Lone Peak comes in 7-6 on the year, 1-0 in region play. Skyridge comes in 6-8 on the year, 1-0 in region play. Got the win at Westlake on Friday night. Kohler and Burgess set to jump it up. Welcome you all in the building, including those of you, one of you, watching from East Lansing or wherever you are in Big Ten country. Burgess and Kohler get to know each other. They already do know each other as Kohler comes away with the tip-off. Housley into the corner to Gagan, quickly to Kohler, and going to work it back up top. This is Dane Housley. He lived on the drive against Westlake. Inside the free throw line, no. Loose ball. Tracked down by Ethan Gagan. Housley on the drive, couldn't get it. Loose ball taken by Burgess. Quickly ahead, here's Haskett. Down the baseline, Haskett fouled. Put him at the line to shoot two free throws. Starting lineup for the Lone Peak Knights is Isaac Staley, Thomas Kramer, Seth Haskett, Chamberlain Burgess, and Jackson Taylor. First personal foul on Ryder Gentry as the free throw no good from Haskett is for Coach Jeff Gardner. It's Dane Housley, Ethan Gagan, Jordan Kohler, Ryder Gentry, and Tate Larson. Housley working off the dribble. Got a little space from Kramer. Sends out for three. Gentry can't get it. Jackson Taylor with the board on the run now with Isaac Staley. Isaac leaves it back for JT. Now over to Kramer. Haskett into the corner to Isaac. Chamberlain Burgess. Sends out Tom Kramer for three. Got it. And a 4-0 start for Lone Peak. Something that Thomas Kramer did a bunch a year ago. His lead games off from shots from deep. Skyridge looking for their first bucket. Out to Tate Larson. Tate to Housley. Looking inside to Kohler. Strong move. Kohler hangs with Staley. Kiss it off the window. And the first points for Skyridge. Jordan Kohler, you know, growing up, he didn't get an inch from his brother Jackson. Currently on Coach Izzo's team. Isaac sends out to Haskett. Kramer again for three. Back-to-back threes and possessions for Thomas Kramer. And it's 7-2 Lone Peak. Kohler goes to work at Staley. And that's going to be the matchup tonight. Going to be a little worrisome keeping Isaac Staley out of foul trouble. Foul on the floor. First team foul. Quickly in to Housley. Chamberlain Burgess comes out, takes a switch with Kramer. Now Kohler. Kohler drives at Staley. And Staley, probably gets Staley able to get in front of that. And then Burgess with the block. Here comes Isaac. Remember, Isaac had his return game against Skyridge last year after his illnesses. Had a huge game in the third quarter. A bunch of threes, had that dunk. But JT finds Burgess. Chamberlain goes up and is fouled. But Chamberlain Burgess at the line for 2 free throws. Foul goes to Dane Housley. Second team foul on Skyridge. A free throw good.
Checking in for the Falcons, number 24, Jackson Mosteller.
So Jackson Mosteller comes on for Ryder Gentry.
He's in for Ryder Gentry.
And Burgess hits his second. It's a 9-2 start for Lone Peak. Gagan up top to Housley, drop it inside to Kohler. Kohler fall away off the contact from Burgess. And you see Jordan Kohler, talking to Coach Gardner, he talked about the development of Kohler from last year to this year. Just unreal. Kramer, long to Haskett, outside Burgess, Chamberlain, short on the 3. The rebound and then the pass a little too strong. He was expecting Tate Larson to keep running. Tate ran a hook. He was expecting him to run the rail route. Turn it over and the ball goes back to Lone Peak. Tom Kramer goes to Burgess. Burgess got away from Kohler, reverses and scores. Timeout, Coach Gardner. 4:05 left in the quarter. Timeout on the floor. You're watching Lone Peak and Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. And welcome back to Lone Peak. Dusty Lister, Austin Bigelow running the camera. Reagan Lister, intern Reagan running the system. Decided she likes to spend time with her dad. And she's old enough I can trust her to run stuff. Nihal Reagan as if come out of the timeout from Skyridge. Larson, high post to Mosteller. Back to Larson, now to Kohler. Kohler with Staley. Staley got to be smart. Kohler step back, comes off, the rebound to Burgess. That one's stolen. Burgess all left open for 3. And to save him, Haskett right to Mosteller. Over to Larson. Larson back into Mosteller, and he scores. Good job of attacking. And Mosteller gets all the way to the rim. 2-score game, 11-6. Jackson Taylor kind of got in between there with Burgess and where he was.
Foul comes to number 24, Jackson Mosteller. His first personal, 13 foul.
Kramer drives, leaves along the baseline to Chamberlain. Burgess, who hits. Burgess has played 2 back-to-back games. He played very strongly. PG game might be the best game I've seen him play this year. Finally played within himself. Made big plays as Larson with the and one on the 3. Put Tay Larson at the line. The foul goes to Haskett. And Larson looking for the 4-point play.
First personal, second team foul. At the line for the Falcons, Tay Larson.
And Tate completes the 4-point play. And now a 1-possession game, 13-10. Kramer hands back to Taylor. Off on the 3. Burgess battling for the board. Got it. Back up to the left hand. No. And the rebound and run out. Here comes Housley. Off the screen of Kohler. Housley fouled by Kramer on the floor. It'll be first personal foul on Thomas Kramer. Be the 3rd team foul on the Knights.
Foul committed by number 24, Tom Kramer. His first personal.
And inbound with Larson along the baseline. Gagan to Housley. Trying to lob that in to Kohler. Good hand by Staley. Here comes Isaac on the run. Kramer. Back rims to three. Would have been his third of the quarter. The other way, Mosteller able to get a pass Staley and Burgess. And Mosteller makes it a 1-point game. Burgess for three. 16-12. Kohler on the drive, foul by Burgess. Oh, they're going to call it on Staley. Number 2 on Isaac. I thought they were going to get Burgess on the reach. Looked like he caught him on the chest. Cogswell going to come on. As Kohler to the line. Mentioned Justice Jr. as Kohler. I'll have one more year. Always, I wouldn't say tough, but it's always interesting to be the younger brother of someone that was so highly sought after as Jackson was. As Jordan hits the first. Back rims a second. Loose ball foul on the rebound. Going to be called on Skyridge. Fouls on Mosteller.
Number 24, Jackson Mosteller. Knights with inbound.
(16-13). Haskett hands off to Taylor. Jordan back to Kramer. Dropping inside Burgess. And it thought to get the end one, did not. Chamberlain Burgess, nice finish. And the lead back to 5 for Lone Peak. Cone Fountain checked in during the break is Davis Fyans as well. Mosteller. Now Fyans sends it back out to Fountain along the baseline. And it's a tough pass, go from baseline outside. Thomas Kramer with the steal. Kramer terminates, leaves it for Burgess. Jackson Taylor for three. There's one thing Jackson Taylor does possibly better than anybody else on this roster. It is shoot the three. JT hits his first, and the lead to 8. Davis Fyans holds up near midcourt. Shot clock turned off. Down to 15 seconds. Fyans with 5. Fountain on the drive, got past Burgess. Their feet got tangled up. Oh, a loose ball, and it swatted away. Ryder Gentry tried to float it up. Burgess got the block, and that'll do it for the first quarter. And at the end of one, it is Lone Peak 21, Skyridge 13. You're watching Lone Peak and Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Welcome back to Lone Peak High School. Dusty Lister with you. As always, Lone Peak and Skyridge basketball presented by Heidemann and Associates. Go to utah.law to find the nearest location near you to get a free consultation. If you can't make it into one of the locations, you can do it virtually as well. Go to utah.law. We want to thank Heidemann and Associates always for supporting us. Justin Heidemann, one of the best guys you can meet. And go to Heidemann and Associates. Start of the second quarter. It is Lone Peak with the basketball and an 8-point lead. Chamberlain Burgess had 9 points in the first quarter. Thomas Kramer had 8. And Jackson Taylor hit a 3 right before the quarter ended. Kramer hands off to Taylor. Taylor to Haskett. Back to Kramer. Kramer splits the screens. Sent out to JT for 3. Jackson Taylor's second 3 of the night. And a lead now to 11. Mosteller hands off to Ducker. Now it's Tate Larson along the baseline. Tate up top to Kohler. And now Housley. Housley out to Mosteller for three. Yes! Jackson Mosteller for three. And a good answer for the Falcons. I think this game's going to be a runaway. Skyridge will reel this game back in. The way that they run things at Coach Gardner. No doubt in my mind. Cogswell sends that over to Taylor. Jackson skipped to Kramer. Kramer on the drive, sends it back out. JT pulls and hits his third three of the half. Second three of the quarter. And a lead to 11. Come back the other way, and drawing the foul is Housley. So put Dane Housley at the line to shoot two.
Foul committed by number 24.
The foul to Thomas Kramer. Number 2 on Kramer. First team foul of the quarter on Lone Peak.
Checking in for the Falcons, number 5, Ethan Gagan.
Ethan Gagan checks in for Ducker. Isaac Staley comes on for Kramer. And Staley got to be smart playing those 2 fouls. And the foul to Cogswell. Foul to Cogswell on the free throw. Keep the ball here with Skyridge. Inbound into Housley. It's the first personal on Cogswell. Second team foul on the Knights. Oh, nice job. Kohler feeling the pressure from Cogswell. Burgess done a nice job on the help side. And now a traveling violation. Good defense there from Lone Peak. Taylor to Burgess. Skip back to Haskett. Now Staley. JT. Fourth three. His third three of the quarter. His fourth three of the half. That is the difference in this one. His 12 points is pretty much the difference. A 13-point game. Telling you right now, Jackson Taylor has gotten a little bit quiet. He's been quiet throughout the first part of the year. Got to find the basketball into the hands of number 30. And when you do it with his feet set, he shoots that ball at a very good percentage. That was Larson, dribble it off his foot, and a timeout taken by Coach Gardner. 5:57 left in the half, and it's all Lone Peak. Jackson Taylor burying him from deep. 13-point lead in the Knights. 5:57 left in the half. Dusty Litster with you as Skyridge got to find a way to reel this one back in. Had it down to 1 point. Remember, it was 13-12, and since that point, a 17-4 run. 12 of that 17 coming from Jackson Taylor. He's hit 4 threes. And he turns it over here. Mosteller with the steal. Kohler sends it out to Larson. Now Housley. Housley with Staley. Housley wide to the right on the three.
Now into the game for the Knights. Number 24, Tom Kramer.
Haskell will come off in favor of Tom Kramer.
Seth Haskett.
So Larson, Housley, Gagan, Kohler, and Mosteller on the floor for Coach Gardner. Kramer, Cogswell, Taylor, Burgess, and Staley on the floor for Coach Rob Ross. Kramer working on Housley. Kramer spin base, float it up and score it. Tom Kramer, 10 points in the half for Kramer. Larson, 4-3, good answer. And now timeout to Coach Ross. Timeout, Coach Ross, with 5:04 left, the 30-second timeout. Give us a chance to remind you of what we got coming up on our schedule. We don't have just this game tonight. We already did the girls' games. Dane Stewart is at Alta at Olympus, which is a big game to get a feel for what 5A is going to look like. Alex Napolis hanging out at Davis, or probably Leighton at Davis. Michael Goodkind is at Copper Hills at Mountain Ridge. A lot of games, and of course we have a game tomorrow night. Dane and I will be a rarity at Clearfield. Tomorrow night, the Clearfield girls have been outstanding.
Knights will inbound.
Well, 5 minutes left in the first half. Kramer hands off to Staley. Isaac to Cogswell. With the three-man weave. Staley, long on the three. Rebound to Taylor, and Jackson Taylor with the board and bucket. And 14 points in the half for Jackson Taylor. Housley drives at Cogswell. Sends it back out to Mosteller. Larson, nice move, and Tate Larson with 5 points. Probably got 9 points, and 5 straight points for him on Skyridge possessions. Cogswell over to Staley. Isaac, good defense there by Gagan. Burgess turns it over. Gagan with the steal, ahead to Larson. Larson stops, pops. Oh, I thought that was going to drop. Staley give it up to Cogswell. Cogswell trying to get around the defender. He does not. That's a bang whistle there. The emphasis has been about, are you guarding the spot before the offensive player leaves the floor? Mr. Official deemed that he did. And Bulls whistle on the charge. Skyridge trying to chip into this 12-point deficit. That's the 5th personal foul on. I'm going to say Kohler stepped out of bounds. Haskett going to check in for Cogswell. Yeah, it's 3 personal fouls on Ty Cogswell. Knights looking to build on their 12-point lead. Kramer hands back to Taylor. Kramer cross court. Isaac Staley. Oh, it goes down. The ball did not want to go down, and it finally did. And extend the lead to 15. Dane Housley sends out to Kohler. Back rim to triple. Rebound taken by Mosteller. Housley open for 3. Much needed triple for the Falcons. Staley hold off, goes to Kramer. Tom Kramer, 3 threes in the half. Kramer now with 13. On the drive, Gagan leaves it to Kohler. Kohler back to Gagan. Yeah, you saw Burgess. He's been attacking every shot he can. That ball was sent up a little bit of hesitation. Kramer draws the foul on Housley.
Foul committed by number 2, Dane Housley.
First team foul of the quarter.
First team foul of the quarter. Checking in for the Falcons, number 20.
That brings on Davis Fyans. Fyans comes on
Dane Housley.
for Dane Housley. Jackson Taylor to Burgess. Skip to Haskett. Man, everything's kind of tall. Burgess flat-footed three. And down the floor we go with Skyridge. On the drive, Kohler sends that ball out to Fyans. Fyans down the baseline, send it out to the corner. Mosteller, no. And a loose ball foul on Burgess. Be number 1 on Chamberlain. It'll be the 5th team foul and 2 free throws coming the way to Skyridge.
His first personal 15th foul of the quarter. Jordan Kohler shoots 2 for the
So Jordan Kohler go to the line. And you got the Chudi Anosike shoe game going with the opposite colors.
He's in for Tate Larson.
Jordan missed the first. Hits the second. And as Ryder Gentry comes back on to give Kohler a breather.
He replaces Jordan Kohler. Knights will inbound.
Kohler is starting to get a cramp. It's a little tight. Kramer to Haskett. Kramer on the drive. Foul on the drive. We're going to be charged to James Ducker. No shot. Just the 2nd team foul on Skyridge.
James Ducker. His first personal 2nd team foul of the quarter.
Taylor quickly into Kramer. Kramer left hand, no. And we're going to have a loose ball foul, probably on Jackson Taylor. Wait a minute. There isn't a number 4 on Lone Peak. The foul puts number 4 at the line, but the foul was not on number 4. That's either against Kramer or it's against Taylor. The 3rd personal foul on Thomas Kramer. I actually think he meant to call that on Taylor. Taylor came flying in from the baseline, made contact on the rebound. Now remember, everything around the rim and all kinds of, it's about verticality. If you're jumping front, if you're jumping ahead, behind, or side to side, you're not vertical and you're liable to be called for a foul. So when Taylor came in from the baseline, that's why I thought it was being called on Taylor. They called it on Kramer, but I think Mr. Official a little disoriented where he was because he immediately went to number 4. And my argument would be if you called 24-4, it's because his jersey may have been pulled. But as Haskett is fouled on the drive, no bucket. 3rd team foul. They still have 1 to give in the final 59 seconds. Foul goes to Davis Fyans. Taylor, fall away. Jackson Taylor, 14 points in the quarter. Pardon me. 11 points in the quarter. There's a free throw. Gagan gets in and scores. Here's Enoch Mitchell. Burgess wasn't looking. Luckily, that ball just bounced straight up. Shot clock turned off, 20 seconds. Jackson Taylor, no. And the rebound to Skyridge. Shot at the horn. And that'll do it for the first half. Lone Peak 42, Skyridge 29. What is a physical game? We go to the break. You're watching Lone Peak and Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Hit the transition three, rebound to Kohler. Jordan goes right back at Cogswell, and that's recognizing that Cogswell and Burgess both have 3 personal fouls. Either you're going to give up number 4 or you're going to get the bucket, and that's exactly what he did. 10-point ball game inside of 4 minutes left in the quarter. Cogswell out to Staley. Now Burgess. Off on the 3, and now another rebound foul. Let's see if this goes on Mosteller, and it does.
Foul committed by number 24, Jackson Mosteller. His 4th personal, 14 foul.
So Cogswell will come off.
Gentry. And for the Knights, Jackson Taylor. He's in for Ty Cogswell.
Get it into Kramer. Kramer goes at Housley. Floated up. Oh, in and out. That ball's halfway down and came out. Back the other way, Housley. Gentry for 3. And it's a 7-point game. As both offenses have been quiet, and you finally knock down a triple. Here comes Kramer. Over to Taylor, Jackson. Now to Staley, Isaac rather. Cycle through to Burgess. That's a heavy pass. Jackson, Taylor, can't get it. The rebound to Kohler. Good chance to cut it to 5 or 4. Housley, Kohler, for 3. A 2-possession game. And Kohler now with 13 points. 2:51 left in the third. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. We apologize for not having audio for a portion of this game. We were having a technical issue, and I muted the mic, and I apologize for not turning it back on. 2:50 left in the third quarter. 4-point lead for Lone Peak. They need an answer. Belcher. Junction J won't go. Well, Belcher hasn't played for a little bit. And he comes out firing. Housley into Kohler. Blocked away by Burgess, and they got him with the foul. And he's saying body. He's not calling it on the swipe. He's calling on the body, saying he got into his body. That is the 4th personal foul on Chamberlain Burgess. He's going to be sitting for the first part of the 4th quarter. There's Kohler at the line. Misses the first.
Checking in for the Knights, number 15, Ty Cogswell. He replaces Chamberlain Burgess.
So Burgess comes off in the favor of Cogswell. Cogswell with 3 personal fouls as well. Remember, Tom Kramer also has 3 fouls. And the free throw good there from Kohler. 47-44. Kramer out to Staley. Isaac goes to Belcher. Belcher, Cogswell, back to Kramer. Got him in the blender. Kramer foul by Housley. That's definitely a foul on Housley. I don't know what he's frustrated with, but that was a foul there. That's number 4 on Dane Housley. Tough spot to be in. When you're behind him and you come over, it's a tough place to be in. So put Kramer at the line. As that is the 5th team foul of the quarter.
Davis Bynes.
And Kramer hits the first. Great first half from Thomas Kramer. He got 14 on the night. Remember, he serves the first points of the half. Got the first and the second. 49-44 Lone Peak. Had a lead as large as 15 in this one. On the drive, Fyans, and one! The foul to Kramer will be his fourth. Davis Fiennes with the blow-by and one.
15 foul. Davis Fiennes shoots one for the Falcons.
Kramer's still on the floor with 4 personal fouls as Fiennes completes the three-point play, and it's a 2-point game. 49-47. "20 seconds on the shot clock. Kramer, tough pass to Taylor. JT, little one-footer, and got it. What an answer there from Jackson Taylor. Here comes Davis Fiennes. Fiennes again, the blow-by. Travel, yeah, absolutely. Especially with Kramer with 4 personal fouls. I expect him to go straight up on that, but he didn't. Jackson was waiting near side. Outside Cogswell. JT can't shake Larson. Out to Kramer. Good hedge. Now Belcher. Outside Cogswell. Cogswell on the drive gets a foul on Kohler. That'll be number 2 on Kohler. There'll be 2 free throws to tie Cogswell.
His second personal. Knights are the bonus. Ty Cogswell shoots 2.
Cogswell misses the first. Back rim, the second. Belcher with the board and the putback. How about Logan Belcher? Good hands by Staley. Here's Kohler. Goes at Belcher, gets the foul. It'll be 2 free throws to Jordan Kohler. Saw an opportunity to go after Belcher, and he did.
Logan Belcher, his first personal.
Jordan Kohler, just a junior. 14 points on the evening for Jordan Kohler. There's a spot that he wants him back. It'd be at the stripe. Knocks down the first. Keneal Sweetwine going to check in. Look out for Sweetwine. I watched him in the JV game. I was very impressed with Keneal Sweetwine's game. Going to get Kohler a breather to close out the third. About a 3-second difference between game clock and shot clock. They come near side with Staley. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 15. Inside of 10 now. Kramer backdoor to Belcher. And Belcher with another bucket. 5 seconds. Here comes Fiennes. Fiennes into Kramer. Got it to go. Count the bucket. And we go to the break. It is 55-51. Knights lead the Falcons. You're watching Lone Peak and Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com.
Yes. Heating, air, plumbing.
Start of the fourth quarter in a 4-point game. Lone Peak, I believe their biggest lead was 15 points. But that third quarter was all Skyridge. Skyridge able to muddy the game up. Lone Peak's threes weren't falling. None of that. They got him in the foul trouble as well. Chamberlain Burgess has 4 fouls. Thomas Kramer has 4 fouls. Cogswell's got 3. And right now for Skyridge, only Dane Housley with 4 personal fouls. As Kohler goes to work at Cogswell and makes it a 2-point game. They had it down to 2 momentarily. And Lone Peak was able to put together a couple possessions to get the lead back up. Belcher had 4 points at the end of the 3rd quarter. Sends it out, Isaac Staley. Straight away, oh, the 3 was down and comes out. And the rebound to Mosteller. You didn't know this ball is going through 11. Outside of Kohler. Now Mosteller. Housley, drop it in to Jordan. Kohler backs his way in. Fall away. Long on the rebound to Taylor. Thomas Kramer. On the angle now, Cogswell. Belcher. Cogswell moving out. The ball had Kohler pinned and just waited. He catches that ball, goes to the rim. He might get a foul. Just a little bit of hesitation. Allowed Kohler to get resettled. Chamberlain Burgess comes in for Belcher. Remember Chamberlain with 4 personal fouls. Inbound into Kramer. Cogswell out to Staley. 1 second, and all of us, myself included, players on the floor and myself, got lost in the shot clock. Shot clock violation, and it's now Skyridge ball with a chance to tie or take the lead. It was a 3-point shooting of Lone Peak that built the lead, and it's been quiet in the second half. Here comes Housley down the lane, blocked away by Burgess. Kramer, now Cogswell. Lipped out the triple, rebound to Kohler. And JT gives away a foul there. Didn't need to do it. He didn't need to do it. We can argue whether or not if he got the foul or not, but JT did not need to give that one up. Luckily for him, only his 2nd personal and only the 1st team foul of the quarter. But at 96 feet away, just get down the floor, go play some defense. Housley goes at Kramer, got around him. Crawls off. Cogswell with the rebound. Here comes Kramer. They need some early offense. Didn't get it. Kramer over to Cogswell. Now Burgess. Burgess throws it away. Mosteller with the steal. Here comes Housley. Tate Larson for the lead. Down 15, up 1. Tate Larson's got 12. He's got 3 threes on the night. Big night for Tate Larson. 5:16 left in the 4th quarter. Full timeout. We'll be right back. Dusty Litster with you. Austin Bigelow running the camera. Intern Reagan Litster running the system. She's even bringing us in and out of breaks. Look at Reagan. Lone Peak got to find their mojo. They lost their mojo. Cogswell backside to Burgess. No. Missed a point-blank shot. And now a bench warning on Coach Ross. Did not give up a technical foul at this point. Housley outside. Gagan drop it into Kohler. Cogswell there, so Burgess can't get it. Gets his own board. Goes back at Burgess, blocked away. Great job there by Chamberlain Burgess. Loose ball. Do not give a timeout. There you go. Jump ball. Ball goes to Lone Peak. I thought there was just a 90% piece of me that thought they were going to grant the timeout to Skyridge, because Coach Gardner is very good about calling them. I would have lost my mind. I've defended officials all night. I would have lost it. My cherub-like demeanor would have been gone. Jackson Taylor. Turnaround, no. Haskett tipped it to Cogswell. Blocked away, Mosteller on Burgess. And the foul goes to Ethan Gagan. But that's his first personal foul. Go into Burgess. And Chamberlain fouled by Kohler. They're going to say on the shot, got him just below the hand. Going to put Burgess at the line. Number 3 on Jordan. Second team foul on the Falcons. Burgess misses the first. Good first half for Chamberlain. He's been saddled with foul trouble. Picked up his 4th personal foul midway through the third quarter. Isaac Staley set to check back in. And Chamberlain misses them both. Rebound off the hands of Cogswell. Tried to sell that he didn't touch it. Officials were right there. The ball will go back to Skyridge. Isaac Staley re-enters. Remember, Ike picked up 2 personal fouls in the first quarter. He has not picked up one since. Only has 3 points tonight. He's guarding Kohler down the stretch. Larson comes off the screen. Out to Kohler, pulling for 3. Off to the left, rebound out to Kramer. Got a chance to get some fast break points. Kramer leaves it for Burgess. And it's a 1-point lead to Lone Peak. Great job there by Kramer. Push that ball into the rings and give it up. Very well done. Into Kohler. Jordan at Staley. Jump hook and got it. The seesaw continues. 58-57. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the ball game. Kohler now with 20. Burgess skip to Kramer. Out to Staley. Isaac on the drive. Got it! What a take and finish by Isaac Staley. And Kohler cramping up. He was dealing with that left calf in the third quarter. And it got him there. So officials timeout. Officials timeout to get Kohler off the floor.
Into the Falcons, number 34, Ryder Gentry.
So Ryder Gentry comes back on for Kohler. And that's a loss, not just on the rebound, but the offense that he's been bringing. Rebounding, not just offense, I should say.
Falcons inbound.
One-point lead for Lone Peak. High post, Mosteller out to Tate Larson. Tate couldn't get free. Down to send it up top to Housley. 18 on the shot clock. Down to 15. Gentry to Housley. Housley drives at Kramer. Outside, Larson. Oh, it was in and out. A rebound to Staley. Big possession coming up for the Knights. Kramer drives at Housley. Hangs and hits. Back the other way, Housley, and one! The foul goes on Isaac Staley. Housley completes the three-point play and can tie the game. Lone Peak's got a gripe here because at any other time, if a player runs into a player on the floor, it is a foul. And it looked like the legs came up inadvertently there by Mosteller, took Kramer to the floor, no whistles. And it leads to the three-point play, tied at 61. I'm sad to say goodbye to the seesaw. Kramer out to Burgess. Chamberlain jump it. Short. Haskett with the board out to Kramer. Shot clock still going. Down to 15. Kramer nowhere to go. Haskett out to Staley. Isaac for three! 5 points in the last 3.5 minutes for Isaac Staley. And a 3-point lead for Lone Peak. Down the lane, Housley got it to go. No goaltending on that. High school basketball, if you go for the block, hit the backboard, it is not goaltending. 64-63. Kramer, Haskett, and he's fouled on the drive. It'll be the third team foul, inbound along the baseline.
Foul committed by number 34, Ryder Gentry.
Back comes Kohler as Gentry comes off.
Jordan Kohler checks into the Falcons. Nice inbound.
Lob it into Chamberlain. Kramer for three! Thomas Kramer! He had 3 threes in the first half. Knocks down a big one there. He's got 20. 4-point lead for Lone Peak. Send out Mosteller. 1-point game. Rattles home the triple. How about this game? 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Timeout on the floor. 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And we're all tied up. Welcome to Lone Peak and Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Both teams part of our network. We do every Skyridge region game. We have every single Lone Peak game throughout the season. But we are in an absolute battle. Kramer hands off to Haskett. Now Taylor out to Kramer. Tom just hit that big three. It was answered by Mosteller. Thomas inside, Haskett all alone. His first field goal of the evening. .30 seconds, 4-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Housley blocked away by Burgess. Ball's loose, saved in. And we have a loose ball foul on Isaac Staley. Remember, that lob in is not a free-for-all. It isn't. It is like a rebound. If you come jumping into that player, it's a loose ball foul. That's what rebound fouls are. They're loose ball fouls. That is the fourth personal foul on Isaac. This game were to go to overtime. I don't know if Lone Peak has enough guns. Kohler out to Housley. And a timeout granted as Kohler buries the three. Oh, I know Jeff Gardner. He's immediately not even thinking about it. Didn't even watch it go in. Took the timeout, didn't even watch it. Full timeout. We want to thank you for joining us here on the Rewind Sports Network. We've got a lot of games that went on tonight. We have a lot of games coming up. Take you through our schedule. Tomorrow night, Dane and I will have Bountiful, the reigning 5A champions, at Clearfield for the girls' game tomorrow night on a special Rewind game of the week. And then I'll be back here on Friday night, American Fork at Lone Peak. Over the doubleheader, Lehigh at Skyridge, Syracuse at Davis, Brighton at Alta, and Corner Canyon at Copper Hills. Our games on Friday night, as the rest of our week. Over 200 games to be brought to you in basketball season by the Rewind Sports Network. That includes the state tournaments. As we're just over a month away from the first round of the state tournament. We catch a lot of those games right here. You'll catch every game from the site right here on KSLSports.com, your online home for state championships. .9 seconds left in a 3-point game. Skyridge got to go for 3. They do have 1 timeout left. Housley, foul by Taylor, as Lone Peak had 2 to give. So now, or probably had 1 to give.
Foul committed by number 30, Jackson Taylor.
That eats up a little bit of clock. And now, full timeout to Coach Ross. 9.4 seconds left. Ryder Gentry comes in. Skyridge gonna lob it up. Oh, looking for Kohler, and that pass too strong. Haskett with it, sends it to backcourt. Staley, 4 seconds, and Kramer has it with 3. And all Kramer has to do is go 1 of 2. And Lone Peak will go to 2-0 in region play. What a game tonight. Foul goes to Jordan Kohler, number 4. And actually, check that. Only the 4th team foul. So,
Fontaine checks into the Falcons. He replaces Jordan Kohler.
And Coach Ross going to take a 30-second timeout. No, it's a full timeout. So I'll just go ahead and mute. We're not going to send you out anywhere. We'll stay right here. Line comes in for Skyridge. He doesn't have any fouls. They got to foul quickly and leave as much time as possible on the free throws. Lone Peak with some runners. Thomas Kramer lets it go. Staley with it, and Isaac fouled. But Isaac at the line with a good throw from Kramer. A nice job of high pointing that ball by Isaac.
That's his 5th personal.
Number 5 on Housley. Isaac got to go 1 of 2.
15 foul, Knights for the bonus.
1 free throw, and it's going to put it away for Lone Peak. Well, it's been a great night. It's why we love doing these games. These region matchups are awesome. Skyridge and Lone Peak always comes down to the end. I'll be back here on Friday night for the AF game. Expect that one to be great as well.
Jordan Kohler and Jackson Mustin.
We'll have the doubleheader right here on KSLSports.com.
Ike Staley shoots 2 with the Knights.
Isaac, there it is. Hits the first. It would take a 3-and-1. I've seen it before. The first game ever, the Utah Flash, they had that against the Bakersfield Jam. I did that game. Isaac misses it. Timeout. Yeah. Did they put any time back on the clock? Jeff wants that point 4. If you're Lone Peak, just get away. You're up 4 with 2.1 seconds left. Just let them do whatever they want to do. It doesn't really matter. There's not a reason to even defend it. Just put that out there. Yeah, I would just stay in your huddle. Especially with 16-year-olds, just stay away. We're not playing it. But here's the thing for Lone Peak. Again, up 4, it doesn't matter. That's exactly what Coach Ross is telling them. It doesn't matter. Let them do whatever they want to do. It doesn't matter. 2.6 seconds left. It doesn't matter. Just let them go. Coach is trying to get them to understand this. Let him get it and dunk it. There we go. Lay up and in. He didn't have any timeouts left. Jordan Kohler with the bucket. Did Jeff have a timeout? He has no timeouts left. That's a technical foul. That's Chris Weber. Jeff thought he had one timeout left. Scoreboard didn't have him with the timeout. The official scorebook did not have a timeout left for Skyridge. So if there's not a timeout left, that is a technical foul on Jeff Gardner. We're shooting 2 technical free throws in this game. If he did have a timeout left, then they're going to have to potentially put time back on the clock. But right now, at 0.1 seconds left, you can't do anything. But that was where I was saying that you didn't need to do anything if you're Lone Peak because there was no timeouts. Clock doesn't stop in high school basketball on a made bucket. Yep, technical foul. Yeah. Technical foul on Jeff Gardner for no timeouts. Yeah, no timeouts left, so the technical foul to Gardner. Going to be 2 free throws and the ball to Lone Peak. And I think Jeff was hoping to get it, and because trust me, Jeff really thought he had a timeout left. He would have argued that. Oh, Kramer leaves it open. But again, Lone Peak will get the ball back. I wouldn't change it. So 0.8 seconds left. And Tom goes 0 for 2. This game doesn't want to die. Inbound towards your hoop if you're Lone Peak. Jackson into Burgess, and that will do it. What a ball game tonight. An absolute thriller. Lone Peak 70, Skyridge 68. What a comeback. Congratulations to Jeff Gardner and his Falcons. Man, they battled back down 15 points, come back, took the lead at one point. Jordan Kohler was an absolute warrior tonight. Tate Larson was terrific. Housley was dealt with foul trouble, but was very, very good. How about the clutch shooting off the bench for Jackson Mosteller? But tonight it's about Lone Peak. The first half, it was Thomas Kramer, and then 4 threes in the second quarter from Jackson, or probably first half from Jackson Johnson, probably Jackson Taylor. Made a bunch of shots as well. Burgess was great. Down the stretch, it was Isaac Staley. So many guys. Your Heidemann and Associates players of the game. We're going to go 2 for each. We're going to go Tate Larson, Jordan Kohler for Skyridge. And for Lone Peak, we're going to go Jackson Taylor and Thomas Kramer. They were spectacular tonight shooting the basketball. Again, our final score, Lone Peak 70, Skyridge 68 for Austin Bigelow and Reagan Litster. I'm Dusty Litster. Thanks for joining us for watching Lone Peak and Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.